I know you were saying something about Andy.
Oh,
No,
yeah, messenger robot, many other functions. Like in my head, we always talk about like, oh, what are all his other functions? But like, is that supposed to be ironic? Where it's like, nope, he's just a messenger robot.
well, what are that? I don't think we know. I mean, we all know we can't trust Andy at this point, right? So because he's out there meeting.
I mean, he kind of says something like that in his own like little evil speech. Where he's like, I tell them when the wolves are coming because they only want to hear the sad news, and I tell them nothing else, and I don't help them, or whatever. I'm trying to find it.
Do we need to talk about Eddie and Andolini and when he sees Tower and all that? He basically scares the shit out of him, and I don't think there's much to say there.
The only thing I will say is I really liked the comment about like human nature to respond positively when somebody calls out your name warmly, and so it threw him off so much.
Yeah, I did.
That's like one of them Stephen King-isms because it's so true, but you never really think about it till you like where did you get that from? I guess that's just life experience,
and especially because like he's not gonna recognize the voice because maybe if he had recognized Eddie, he would have been like this little shit. But it's like
yeah. And I mean, we used to do that when we were kids. We would just call random people and pretend we knew them and like set up like, hey, let's meet for lunch sometime. And half the time the people would agree. It's amazing.
Oh my god!
They were talking, like it was almost like they were too scared to say who's this, because this was before cell phones and all that. We would pick up the rotary phone or not the rotary phone, but the phone on the wall and hit the numbers, and we would just literally like open the phone book and just pick a number and call it and start talking to them like we knew them. And it at least half the time the people would just act like they knew you back. It was funny. They would like they didn't want to insult you and go, "Who's this?" So they would just agree to all the shit you were saying. Yeah, well, it was a different lifetime. Now you go, I don't know that number. I'm not answering that shit.
Yeah, right. Somebody has to text you being like, "Hey, it's me calling you."
Yeah, that's granddad. It's me. It's me, Dad. Yes, I know, because my phone says Dad. We went to that's got nothing to do with podcast. Move on. Listen, May, not my. Wisely,
yeah, I
not
like that.
foolishly. Ah, those are real close. I feel like I could confuse them. We got a lot of I think made up words in this part too that have not been there before.
I like when Callahan or Eddie says "Thank you, Cy" in New York, and he's like, "Thank you, what?"
Yeah. At least he did say so. Oh yeah. 2 years ago, Aaron started seeing blood in the toilet bowl when he moved his bowel.
Mm-hmm.
Younger man, he thinks goddamn hemorrhoids. Like, oh, maybe. I'm old. He's an old. I don't know what that word is. He's an old caca, but still a hothead. COCKUH. I've never seen. I don't know that word. Wait, if I hold it, it'll tell me like a definition, right? It says download dictionary. Oh, that's not helping. No results were found. See, they don't know what it is either. Anyway, I guess we're getting near the end.
Another song.
The title of the book.
Over. Sorry.
What?
The song with the children at the end. I skipped over that too. I'm like, I never read a song. But...
Oh, I read it just to make sure, but then forgot it because there was nothing in there that I read. It was just a bunch of Kamala shit that he was. I don't know. Maybe he was drinking that day. Maybe he had Joe and Owen over, and he was like, "Hey, let's make a song. Let's sing Kumbaya and change it."
Oh, there you go.
The Hogan. So what was the book? We don't know, right? We just this is like what was
the
in
one
the
that
book.
Roland Or
Well, the one that Ben Slightman Jr. wrote, the Hogan
senior, right?
Jr.
No, it
I'm
wasn't
looking at
junior.
it.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Sorry.
So that would be Benny, right? That wouldn't
He
be
said
spectacles. That would be Benny.
that would be Benny. Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, does Benny leave the world and go write books in Montana?
I mean,
Maybe.
it's
But
not.
we do know what the Hogan is about. He says it briefly, like that it's about. I don't want to misspeak. Something about
Thrilling tale of the Old West and one Indian brave's heroic effort to survive.
right.
Okay, that sounds boring. I'm not into Western. That's probably like some Sergio Leone story that he referenced and we just don't know it.
You got to be partially into westerns to read The Dark Tower.
I mean, I'm not into Westerns really at all. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever read one, but there's like when they're on TV, I'm like, meh, moving on. To know a guy that watched a black and white show called The Rifleman every weekend, like on AMC. It
That
was
sounds
like
awful.
Twilight Zone. It was a black and white, and it would be on for like 5 hours straight, every Saturday. I'd watch Cheaters, and he would watch The Rifleman.
So speaking of Benny Jr. though, what about Benny Sr. now that we know he's the traitor? Him and Andy, I guess.
So, yeah, I guess we got to talk about that. Benny Sr. clearly is helping them, and he clearly feels stuck. So I gotta get that up on the thing. So how did we get here?
Well, so this is definitely something that has to be passed down generation to generation. I don't know how long the wolves have been coming. Or they said like 6 generations, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, not
Well, I don't know
forever.
if it is though, because it sounded like um he was chosen, quote unquote chosen, because he was the father of the only twin who didn't have a twin.
I took that as he was gifted, or like his son was allowed to survive because he's helping them.
Yeah. So like they could take him because he still has aspects of what they need, but they won't. Like
Oh,
they'll let
like
him live.
blackmail.
Yeah.
I did get that vibe. I don't know that it was directly stated, but
That's true.
is he a twin?
Yeah, his
Well,
sister died.
yeah.
Like naturally, like not Wolfie Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that we know.
Because if they already took
I don't
one,
think
then they
it has
can't
to-
take the other one, right? Because that's an empty threat. And why don't they just take them both? So they can keep populating, I guess?
Yeah, because you need to create more.
More fuel for the fire. So
that's a good point. But oh man, what an ethics question. Sacrifice your son to save everyone?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I feel like that's not really a question for parents.
Right.
Not
Like, nothing
really.
comes before your kid.
Unless you're watching Discovery ID.
I do I do feel like it's kind of like, okay, fine, maybe you can say you don't have a choice, but stop being so like, I don't know, like you got to accept that what you're doing is bad. You're not doing a good thing. Whatever your motivations are, like
Yeah.
How did this happen?
well, that's
Andy
what I'm
just like
saying.
walked up to him one day and said, "Hey, you want to be a trader? Here's a pair of glasses."
I think it's because like this has been going on for so long.
It
Like
got
how
passed
would
down to him.
exactly how would they? I mean, Andy would have to pick a new person every time. You can't trust that many people in the Calla, and how else would they know like to keep, unless it's Andy approaching them every time? But like, how else would they know to keep doing it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
To keep.
Who's the one grandparent doesn't talk to anymore? Is that Benny or Ben? That's not Ben, right?
I thought that was his own child.
What was his name? I don't remember.
Tian?
No, no. Tian is the grandchild, right?
Yeah. But
So
isn't
So-
the
Who's
dad died?
Tian? Oh.
Oh, okay. So is this a Flightman thing? Like, did Ben's
that's
dad
my
do it
theory.
too?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. So they're all about. So Benny, at some point, I'm gonna have to not like in the future. Or well, no, well, hopefully not, right?
Probably not. Yeah, I have a feeling that's not. This isn't going to keep going on.
Yeah, one way or the other, I think this is gonna be over here soon. Yeah, because he yeah, Andy says, but yeah, after Andy is like, "You're not gonna talk to me like that, asshole." And he's like, "Don't." He damn. Allie left.
Oh no.
Oh
Got bored.
no, they got Zeus. Yeah, I feel like she's barely been here anyway. We should have just done this at a different time.
I mean, it's. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of want to wrap it up, but I feel like we got to talk about the Dogan. Oh my
Like,
God.
we're pretty much there. I mean, we can just talk about it and then we'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah, if she comes back.
It's just so hard to have ideas. I'm like, are these new ideas or is this because I know everything?
That's what I'm like. So the Todash and Todash monsters will become existent if they come
Hello?
back.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I don't remember where we were, but I think we're almost done. Stefan and Torn.
You said
I
you
try
wanted to
get
talk
them.
about
Go
the
ahead.
Dogan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're there. Just Flightman and what else do we need to say? Anything? I like how he guessed the name of the guy. Like it's either Roland or Steven. And that's when Tower's like, okay, I give. That was too weird. But he's still a dick.
It's also.
He's like, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I had a different thought.
He's like, have him write the zip code on the thing. He's like, wait, you have zip codes, right? Like, yeah, I don't know when they were invented, but I've been around my whole life.
I also like how
That-
we're in Maine now.
They're
How
hiding
that
out
happened.
in New England. Go figure.
All right.
Of course it's me.
Remember? It makes me think of where did Andy and Charlie go?
What?
Firestarter when they were hiding. Weren't they in
Oh.
Maine?
I think
Weren't they on the Androscoggin or something?
I thought it was New Hampshire for some reason.
I was thinking New Hampshire also. That was my first thought.
Okay.
Or
I don't think I've
Vermont.
been
I
to New
don't
Hampshire
know.
before. Even with the bullets buried deep in his ears, he could hear the Toadash chimes, and nothing blocked out the terrible smells. Hot metal, rancid bacon, now ancient melting cheese. Yuck.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's all I gotta say
Todash
about
had
that.
smells too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the doorway cave might be like one of my favorite places because they get yelled at the whole time they're there. They're like, so like, and why is like Roland waits for them on the other side of the door? Does he need to be there the whole time? Oh,
He
he
said
does
that.
because he has to keep the
Yeah.
door open, right?
Right. He's afraid 13 will close it if not.
When it
I think it
started
did, and he
to-
kicked it open or something. Didn't that happen?
Yeah.
So
When
it's
they were
only going to
like trying
cooperate if they
to-
keep the door open. What would happen if they close the door? They could just, well, if they're Toadash and he closes the door, I'm not even going to try to figure that out right now.
So much dimension traveling math.
Yeah,
Universe.
my head already hurts. He's the only one in Caliban Sturgis with spectacles. Is that a giveaway?
You know,
Like, has no one else in Caliban Sturgis noticed that?
it didn't feel like a huge red flag at the time, but like thinking back, it does feel strange. Like, why? I mean, I guess maybe I guess because his tale was that he got them from someone else, which is possible, but like, I don't know.
Like a hand-me-down. I found him on the side of the road.
But like,
Wolf had it
no
in his
one
hand.
else? I don't know. Where did this guy come from then?
Yeah,
He's
like they
not
don't have.
Callahan.
No one else has ever had a pair of glasses in this place.
Doesn't sound like
And
it.
So again,
I
it
just,
does seem like a big red flag looking back at it.
as someone who recently started wearing glasses when they got old, how awful would that be to not have access to glasses and not be able to see anything? Oh, Jesus.
I was
Like you
just
can see,
talking
but everything's blurry.
I was talking yesterday how like I would be okay. I have a few pairs of glasses, but my thing is if the world ended, I wouldn't really be able to wear contacts anymore. I was like, oh, that would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, you wear them all the time, right?
Every day, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like 8 pairs of glasses, so I'd probably be able to get through. But I mean, if my eyes keep getting worse, who knows?
Yeah, but isn't like age related stuff like very common? Aren't there plenty of those available?
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically what readers are. They're age-related
Yeah.
glasses.
It's not necessarily prescription, is it?
No, I have a prescription because now, like, I can't see far. Always like
Oh, okay.
far.
Well, then never
I
mind.
have, yeah, I have the bifocals. So, and
Oh,
here's what I
yeah.
thought. Like, I used to wear the readers to see far, and then they gave me a prescription. They're like, here, just wear these, and you can wear them all the time. And I'm like, I don't really want to wear glasses all the time. And then it just started happening anyway, and that's what I was afraid of, and that's what happened. So I don't know. I don't know if my eyes got worse because I was wearing glasses, or they were just going to get worse anyway. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was a tangent. Sorry. Uh, but I, I guess it's a red flag. But if it's that big of a red flag, why has nobody noticed? Like, hey man, yeah, like okay, you got them on the side of the road, or someone gave them to you. Who was it? Because
To
I need a
their,
pair of those. Where did they get them from?
oh, I'm sure. But to their credit, they are all pretty preoccupied a lot of the time. Like, there's a lot going on.
I mean, now they are because the wolves are coming. But a month ago they weren't.
Well,
They
no,
were
but
just
even when the
living
wolves
their
aren't,
Calla
that's not
life.
what I mean. But they're still like they have there are other things they're stressed about. I don't think they have the outside perspective to sit there and think, hey, although maybe you're right, somebody would have been like, I want a pair of those.
I'm, at least a monocle, if not a double.
Yeah.
A bunch of Monopoly
But
guys
then
walking
it's not
around.
that hard for him to be like, sorry, I found him from this magic person I saw that you guys will never see.
I Well, then I think I would beat him and take his glasses.
Hey, that would have solved the problem. Well, they would have just found a different family, I guess. But
Well, yeah, right. What would have happened then? It'd been like, since you own the glasses, guess what happens? They come with a price.
it's like Santa Claus.
That would suck.
Yeah, like you
Oh,
are now the
a
that one,
traitor.
where you become the monster when you like wear the hat or something. You are now the monster. Um, yeah. So where did we leave? Hey, we got real chatty at the end.
Oh, that was funny. That was cracking me up.
He's like, doesn't matter. It's Ka. Ka. Boy said, moon, Ka, moon, moon, Ka.
Moon God, Moon God. Yeah, so cute. God, Moon.
Love that guy. I need an Oi.
I
I
know.
want
Oh,
one.
and then shut up, Jake said, not unkindly, and Oi's like, shut up, Ka. Oi said amiably. Shut up, Moon. Shut up, Ake. Shut up, Oi. What? Like I think Oi was drinking or something. He's like, shut up. He's like, yeah. And Oi's like, yeah, shut up, Ka. Shut up, Oi.
He's like, no,
Uh
you.
Oi is by far my favorite character.
Oh my god, yes.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why Oi and Jake together are perfect.
Yeah.
Never really liked his name though. I felt like kind of did a disservice on that.
What you
Yeah.
said, boy?
But that started
Yeah,
from boy,
boy.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, boy. Boy.
Oi. Hey.
Yeah. I mean, have you heard him talk in the
Yeah. I have.
so you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
His gruff old man voice. Ick. Like, no, that's weird. Like now he needs to have like a white beard or something if he's gonna talk like that. Okay, so where do we leave off? What's happening? Got
Well,
some Nazala and North Central Panatrazic. So yeah, we know who built the Dogan. I'm just
how
kind of
about the
skipping.
fact I'm still like I can't get over the fact that 19 and 99 are connected to Andy and Dogan, but like I feel like we're meant to believe that those actually I don't know if we're supposed to think they're good or not. I'm like who I feel like everybody's all working for the same person and we don't know it.
Yeah, I like in the Dogan. I'm gonna say this when they have to check in with the boss. The boss is like, "This is Algo Ciento, Finley Otego here. Please give your
Mhm.
password." Have we seen those words before?
No.
Yeah.
What
I'm
words?
very
Which
confused.
words? Algo
I mean,
Ciento?
and Finley Otego.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think so.
I'm assuming you've seen the other words. Um, okay, moving on. I like why as an example, do it please, yeah. As an example to the priest, and the voice is like, Callahan will very soon be beyond example. What is your other guess? Like, wait a minute. So are we foreshadowing, or are we? That used to be a death sentence. If he put that in there, that meant you knew that guy was going to die at some point soon.
Wait, what did he? What was this quote?
Callahan will very soon be beyond example.
Oh.
I mean, I can see that.
When Slightman spoke again, he sounded shaken. Jake hoped the traitor son of a bitch was shaken.
Mhm.
So I think before the tower, that meant that Callahan was going to be dead soon. But since the tower, he faked us out with that a couple times. He did it to Jake and somebody else where he said they were going to be dead soon and they weren't. Well, I mean, maybe Jake was. He just keeps dying and coming back. So,
So I took that phrase as him meaning like, yeah, I guess it could be death. I took it as he'll be moving on because like, you know, well, no, never
I
mind.
mean, moving on isn't good for anybody either.
There are other
What
worlds than
happened?
these.
Yeah, what happened when the world moved on? Didn't seem to be too good. That rapid flashing was the way DNF 44821V63 expressed humor. Like, I don't think we got that before. But the blue, and you notice that Andy has blue eyes also.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's Jake. He's like, all of a sudden, he's like, wait, DNF, 4481V63, messenger robot. Messenger. You could accuse Slightman of treachery, but how could you accuse Andy of it? What he did, what he was, it was stamped on his chest for the whole world to see. It had
Well,
been there
yeah,
right in front of him. Like, okay,
never.
but messenger robot doesn't mean you're a traitor.
Right. Yeah,
Or,
that's true. It
well,
doesn't mean
I
you're
guess,
working for the bad guy.
yeah,
But also, like,
maybe.
I don't understand how that's a secret. All he's done is just talk nonstop.
Yeah, he's been giving messages to people the whole time, right?
Yeah.
That's his what makes him happy. He's like Bender. He needs to give messages. But yeah, so I felt like Jake was a little okay. Just because he's a messenger robot doesn't mean he's giving messages to your enemy.
Yeah, right. Like, what does that mean? Yeah, we know he's been giving messages. We've been hearing them.
I mean, how many horoscopes did he try? I mean, we didn't know he was reporting to whoever the hell these people are. So who are
Oh,
these people?
that's what he means by I just now got that. So,
Yes,
like, as a
yes. He's
reporter
sending them a
to,
message. That's yeah.
oh,
He's
I
like,
was
holy
thinking to
crap.
the people. Yeah, okay. He's talking
So
about back to whoever's in charge.
Yeah.
Finley
Okay.
Otego. So who the hell are these people?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't know that yet. That's the first we've heard of them.
Whoever
Guess
the
we'll find out.
I did
Whoever
like the
Andy
point.
reports to.
I like the point he
Good.
made about like because there are cameras everywhere, including buildings that are pretty new. So it's like these are obviously being set up and looked after. You know, I assume probably by Andy and maybe Benny. I don't know.
Yeah, that was interesting. Is Andy building these? Or is somebody else like in cahoots? I just don't see Benny or Andy doing that by themselves. And maybe Andy, I guess. He does have many other functions.
Well, if Andy was instructed to, he would.
yeah.
Yeah, except if it thinks you can touch it. Maybe he decided on his own. Because Andy's
That's
a
true.
treacherous mystery, like everything else in this damn book.
Yeah, it does bring up the point. If he is like, he seems like a little bit like resentful of these people. Maybe they promised him something afterward though, because that was also made to Sightman. It was like, you want to remain in the Calla after done with the people here in a few years, right? I'm like, oh, there's an end goal.
Yeah, what happens in a few years?
So maybe they promised Annie something similar. Because if he's already a biased robot, like why wouldn't he just not help them?
Like, what's in it for Andy?
Yeah,
So
he goes
there's
against his programming some of the time.
maybe he's programmed to go against programming unless it's the wolf, and he can't go against that. Directive 19.
Oh, that's true.
Although, wait, do we know the password for Directive 19? Not yet.
I don't think so. Did they try 99?
No, I don't think they did, and that's what I was thinking. It's probably
No.
99, right? Or 1999.
No, it was 99 was how Jake got into the Dogan.
Right.
All right,
But maybe that works for
Andy.
Andy too, yeah.
Maybe.
So then if okay, wait a minute. So then Finley Otego is the one giving them instructions, right, and telling them
Yeah.
to build the cameras, I guess. So it could be Andy.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
And they could download new software to him, all that stuff. You could probably like stick his thumb in the computer slot or his finger, and upload.
So it definitely
was in a
leads
movie.
credit to the theory that, like, I don't know if there were always twins in the Calla, but clearly somebody came in 6 generations ago, set all this up, started mining the twins, and had Andy there to report, like, until they don't need it anymore in a few years.
Yeah.
Oh, what when existence ends? That's what they mean.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, when the beams break, basically, right? Wait, we know that, right?
Yeah.
What's
I
going
think
on?
so.
I hope so.
They
I think
mentioned
we
that in
Ted.
Well, man.
yes, Lowman, yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what actually. No, I'm saying it. What they mean, like the beams will break in a few years, and you won't have to worry about it. And if Sleipman knows that, why would he? Why would he?
I don't think he does know that.
Okay, no, that's probably a better option.
Because why would he help them?
Yeah, or why are they helping them? Like, what? So the king wants to rule the Toadash darkness. What's in it for them?
The people
What's in
helping
it
the
for?
king?
Yeah. What's in it for Walter?
Why does
Walter,
anybody help the
right?
king? I don't know.
Like, why does
Maybe they
Finley
think
Otego help the king? Say again, sorry.
Oh,
Allie-
maybe they think they'll be spared from whatever, devastation he will bring to everyone else.
That's true. That'd be a good motivation.
Yeah, I guess the talk's a good game because I don't see how that's possible.
I mean, if it said he'll rule the Toadash darkness, so maybe they'll get to survive in the Toadash darkness with him, whatever that means.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't, but
That does not sound possible, but okay.
yeah,
First thing I
that
need is a
too.
flashlight.
I don't know. Do you? Maybe you better not seeing.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how much stuff is rubbing up against me. I might have to take a look.
Ugh.
That would probably be a bad idea. Right. Probably Toad Ash is probably all like viney ruined stuff. Um, I think I'm good. How does it end? It ends with the Pied Piper.
Andy.
Roland, or wait, I like this. Got to back up. Whatever was they could take from Benny Slightman because Benny Slightman wasn't a singleton. Had his sister died? Well, that was tough titty, wasn't it? But anyway, once in another life, Roland had promised to take care of Jake Chambers and then let him drop into the darkness. Jake had thought there could be no worse betrayal than that. Now he wasn't so sure. Interesting, because if that's what he thought, why is he here?
Right.
If I thought that was there could be nothing you could ever do that would be worse than that, and that's probably true because you killed me. Again, like I said before, I'm not going back to this guy. Fuck you, dude. How about I push you and then you come back and then we can call it even. And then we'll take it from there. Or not push, but how about I let you fall in the mountains and see how it goes. So won't be in the gathering hall if it's everyone. There won't be room enough. We'll have to go outside. And if it rains, people will get wet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
That's like a Roland response.
I know. That's like a therapist rolling. I had to look again, make sure it wasn't Roland saying that. It's an ache, boy said. It's an Calla. Love boy. It took me a minute to figure out what Calla was. Whether it was like
Quiet.
well, I was thinking maybe Cotet kind of thing.
Oh
All right. I think I'm good with this. So where is what are we doing next?
yeah.
This is the end of the book, right?
Okay. Every time I try to look at the chapters.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like a little over. For me, it's like 100.
We're starting at chapter
12.
5, right? Oh yeah. Damn. The wolves are coming. I didn't realize we were that close.
Classic Stephen King. The wolves aren't till the very end.
I know. Fuckers. They've been coming the entire goddamn 600 and some pages. Just get here already. Take a goddamn hood off. Let me see what you are. All right. What is that about? It's about 150, right? 7. There's all kind of stuff in mine going. So, epilogue, author's note, author's afterword, reading group guide, Dark Tower 6 teaser, Sleeping Beauty's teaser. I would love to read that book. What's today? What's 2 weeks?
Oh my god! Don't read the last page. I accidentally saw.
Good to know. Thanks.
Yeah. And if you're one of those people that does that, then you're awful. I can't stand. Somebody told me they do that. I read the first and last page before I do anything. Like, oh my god, why would no? Stephen King was talking about. Did you guys see that interview with him and Grisham? I think it was during COVID. They were talking.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one that he said something like that too. Because Grisham was talking about how he writes from an outline and they're like this and that. And so you're like, oh my god, no! I just make it up as I go. Are you kidding me? And Grisham's like, yeah. Oh no, Grisham said he writes the first and last page. That's what it was. And Stephen King was like, I couldn't even imagine. Well, maybe you should, and maybe you have some better endings if you wrote the last page right away. Ooh, exciting mysteries are going to be solved. All right, end of the podcast. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye.